What's good, you all? Lee Sanders here, 401mania.com reporter and columnist. Here we are for Saturday afternoon, September 17, 2022, as the official WWE Crown Jewel press conference is underway. It's going to be starting up soon. All right, looking forward to this. This should be good. It should be good. It has not started yet, so we have joined in just in time. I'm excited. Let's go! Let's go! Look, I was on Friday after AEW Rampage went off the air, and I was talking about it on the post show that where they're doing this is a really nice sports bar. You guys that's in the Las Vegas area, you definitely got to check it out when you get a chance. It is a really, really sweet fucking venue. As a matter of fact, if you bear with me a second, I can hop on the Twitter right now, and it's at the Doghouse. Hang on, because I'm now following them. I can tell you exactly where it is. They're like the last persons I followed. It's the Doghouse Saloon out there in Vegas. They just recently won the Bar and Restaurant Expo 2022 Sports Bar of the Year award. Yeah. I mean, these guys, it's phenomenal. They are able to combine sports, the restaurant, the bar, live music, and dancing. They get some pretty good, reputable musicians to come by there and perform and all that. It's really impressive. Those of you that like to do a little bit of traveling and all that, do some sightseeing, you definitely got to hit them up when you get a chance. I was talking to the wifey about it earlier this morning, and she was like, now you understand why I've been trying to get you to go to now you understand why I've been trying to get you to go to Las Vegas all these years. I said, yeah. I was like, let's talk about it more, but you set it up, and, let's talk about it some more. If you got some general ideas what we should be doing, I'll just rely on you, because she's been trying to go out there for the longest, but she was telling me also at the same time, she wasn't just trying to go out there for gambling and all that bullshit. She literally was trying to go out there for the sightseeing, all that good stuff. So for those of you that's just now tuning in, have no fear. We are joining the press conference live in progress. Stream's not paused or anything. They just haven't officially started it up yet. So I would imagine they're just working out some last minute kinks, and then we should be able to get right into this bad boy. So hope you guys' weekend is going pretty good. I had made the announcement because we did somewhat of an improv Saturday show. I'm sorry, an improv Friday show. And I had made the announcement that I would be live this Saturday afternoon doing a press conference watch along. So, shout out to those of you that's tuning in and, kicking back and all that. I know some of you guys usually, I'm enjoying my couple of days off. I got to tell you, I've been doing a little bit of traveling, just a tiny little bit here and there, resting up, all that. For those of you wondering, I'm still not quite out of the woods after getting that booster shot, the new booster shot that tackles the Omicron variant. But I feel a lot better than I did to start the week. I'll definitely let you guys know that right now. As we are still, I'm just making sure everything is good on my side. Yeah, WWE is not officially starting this bad boy yet, so they're about 4 minutes off. This is my first time officially joining a live WWE press conference. So, are they usually on time, or are they usually a couple of minutes late? I have to rely on you guys. It's kind of like, come on now. When it's a Saturday, you can pretty much take it easy, right? I guess you can take it easy. It just really depends. All right, let's do this. While we're waiting, you guys tell me, what do you think about the idea of Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns? Are you guys down for it? Are you looking at it from the standpoint of, hey, you know what? It's a fresh matchup. I don't have no problem with it, especially since they're doing it at Crown Jewel. I'm definitely all right. What say you guys? Sound off on that. I know that it's kind of being looked at sideways on social media and everything, But the way that this had materialized, I gotta say, pretty good on WWE's part. I definitely gotta give it to them. Definitely pretty savvy on their part. All right, let's save this. I'm just doing some last minute tagging, try to help people be able to find this a little easier. Damn, this press conference should have began. We are 6 minutes off now. Man, they're 6 minutes late. I hate being late. I do my best to make sure wherever I'm going, I try not to be late if I can help it. But you know, shit that's out of my control, like I don't trip over it. It is what it is. But I can't stand being late. I don't know about you guys. And I always feel bad. You know, I always feel bad when I am fucking late. You know, I feel like I did something wrong. That's just me. That's just me. I could be, you know, the only one alone on that one, but it's all good. What do you guys feel? Are you kind of the same way like me or what? Let's see here. I'm just doing some last minute tagging. Do some last minute tagging. These guys have not yet started this. This is weird. Okay. Where are these guys? Yeah, we did a pretty solid show the other night because I had just came off fresh from covering AEW Rampage over on the 401 Mania website. And Rampage was actually a pretty good show. They did a nice build-up going into next week since they're going to be doing that whole Grand Slam thing. Shout out to Chris who's tuning in, who feels that it's dumb that they are doing the Logan Paul Roman Reigns match. He feels it's dumb that he can come in not even doing anything since SummerSlam, and he's doing this match with Roman Reigns. I will tell you that if there is one criticism about everything, it is the fact of how Logan Paul has essentially been able to leapfrog, to your point, Chris, been able to leapfrog over everybody else in storyline. And just, you know, follow the storyline. It is rather wow that he's able to leapfrog everybody else and get this opportunity. You could almost make an argument that it essentially devalues the Money in the Bank briefcase within reason. You can almost make that argument. It's like, well, what the fuck is the whole point of, you know, going for the Money in the Bank joint, right? So, hey, I know, wow, Women of Wrestling. For those of you that's tuning in, you know, the stream for the WWE Crown Jewel press conference has not officially started yet. Okay, I repeat, the stream has not officially started yet. What you see in the lower corner here, that's live as we speak. They have not started yet. So as soon as we go right into it, I'll definitely do my part. I will shut up and we will watch this. And, you know, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. It's nice that, you know, I'm hoping that the way this goes down is going to kind of have a Dana White UFC type of feel now that Triple H is at the helm and everything. So I'm hoping it's going to go down like that. Let's see here. But yeah, you know, it's like, what's the whole point of winning Money in the Bank? What's the whole point of doing the Royal Rumble when you can just easily, I can just talk some trash on a podcast and, you know, boom, I can pretty much get a match, right? So I definitely hear where you're coming from, brother. I definitely hear where you're coming from. Let's see, do some last minute tagging here. Now, one thing I want to bring to you guys' attention while we're waiting, for those of you that love all things wrestling, you are a supporter of women's wrestling, while Women of Wrestling makes its return this weekend. And here's the thing with that. It is on some scarce local affiliate stations, even though they've got this CBS Viacom deal. You know, it's not as nationally syndicated as before, where they were on Access TV. And believe it or not, because they were on Access TV, they actually were tapping into more households as opposed to what's currently going on now. You could almost make an argument, you know, I won't say 50% cut, but it's definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if it was maybe a 30% cut from what they had before, as far as the households that they're able to tap into, to the point over here in the DC metropolitan area. You know, here's the thing: Hulu, YouTube TV, not everybody carries the CW network, the actual station that you can watch live. So I actually did reach out to the people at WOW and said, hey, you know, for people that don't have access, like, you know, what options are available, if at all, for people to be able to watch new episodes on demand, you know, if at all, you know, next day or whatever. I just heard from WOW. They said to me, for those without conventional cable services, we'll be rolling them out to our YouTube, and there will be streaming services, all of them very soon after their TV drop. Stick with them for details. So, you know, probably not the answer that you know, you guys want to hear, because I was pretty direct. My direct question to them was, hey, for those without access to seeing new episodes, how soon will new episodes be available on demand, if at all, and on what platforms? So, you know, if you want to kind of say, oh, they kind of danced around that answer. Again, you want to hear that answer? They said, for those without conventional cable services, we'll be rolling them out to our YouTube, and there will be streaming services, all of them very soon after their TV drop. Stick with us for details. So, look, honestly, hopefully, we're going to be hearing something going into this new week. So, FYI. Press conference has still not started yet. I can tell you this: I am looking in the YouTube comments live as we speak, and it is fucking hilarious seeing the amount of people that are, I mean, the chat is just going, I mean, it's going by pretty fucking fast, but it's amazing seeing a lot of the AEW trolling that's going on in there. It's fucking hilarious. I just want to hide this live chat, because I mean, it's just, you can't fucking read it, you know. It's like looking at a fucking stock market joint, you know. You're at fucking Wall Street and it's just a bunch of numbers and shit. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, right now, for those of you that's curious, I'm seeing that the YouTube press conference, the official joint for WWE, they've got like about almost 15,000 people that's tuning in live. They're also supposed to be streaming this on Twitter and Facebook as well. Over on Twitter, let me see how it's looking on Twitter. Oh, I don't get a official number on Twitter. Oh, they're not streaming on Twitter. That's a first, because I thought sometimes they would stream some stuff. Yeah, I've seen WWE stream some stuff, some watch-alongs and some other stuff. Interesting. Okay, so they're not doing it there. But that's what they promoted. They said they were going to be doing it on YouTube. They said they were going to be, which they are, but they said they were also going to be doing it on Twitter, and they're not. They also said they were going to be streaming it on Facebook as well. And for those of you that were with me on Friday night, you know, or maybe just at one point you did a quick dip in and, you know, you hung around for a hot minute and all that. If you missed it, I said to you guys on the Friday night post show, because we talked SmackDown and we talked Rampage, I said there's no way in hell they're going to make this announcement for Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules, because that is going to be in Philadelphia. And there's no fucking way, no chance, no way, no how that they're going to have their boy Logan Paul, their new pet project, come out there and get his ass booed.
Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. And some will call me the voice of WWE. And it is my pleasure to be the man who's going to call the event on Saturday, November 5th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, known as WWE Crown Jewel, which will be streaming live exclusively on Peacock. Let's explain why we are
Audio
here
good?
today. Last night on
Any
Friday
echoes?
Night SmackDown on Fox, for those of you who did not see the show, Logan Paul actually kicked off the show, came to the ring, and said that he had put together a press conference for Las Vegas today to go face-to-face with the undisputed champion Roman Reigns. So we would like to thank the Doghouse Saloon here in Resorts World for allowing us to throw together this press conference at the last minute, which is now streaming live around the world on WWE's social media channels. At Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, at Crown Jewel, we have a massive event that we'll be announcing here momentarily. But before we get to that point, I would like to introduce the members of the bloodline. Roman Reigns' family. Roman Reigns today will be flanked by the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jey Uso, who have held the tag team titles for a near record 425 days. Also here today, the newest member of the bloodline, the youngest brother of the Usos, the NXT North American champion, Solo Sikoa, the honorary Us, Sami Zayn, the special counsel, the wise man Paul Heyman. And without further ado, please welcome a man who is on an historic run as undisputed WWE Universal Champion. For 747 days, he has dominated WWE. He is the head of the table. He is the tribal chief. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Roman Reigns. And now, please welcome a gentleman who recently signed a contract with WWE. He's a social media sensation, entrepreneur, boxer, and podcast host. Please welcome the Maverick, Logan Paul. And now a man who is here today with a groundbreaking announcement. Please welcome WWE's Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque.
How's everybody doing? It's amazing. It's amazing to be here in general, but amazing to be here this weekend, in a big fight weekend, in a weekend where Canelo and Triple G will go to war tonight. I want to thank all of you for being here, all the fans that came here today, all the media that is here today for this announcement. WWE is all about spectacle. It's about being larger than life, putting on events all around the globe like no one else can put on. It's about events like last year's WrestleMania 2 nights in Dallas, where we blew up the world. It's about events like recently in Cardiff for Clash at the Castle, where 60,000+ people descended on Cardiff, Wales, and we put on an event like no one else can. For WWE, it's events like this coming year's WrestleMania for 2 nights in LA at SoFi Stadium. When it comes to spectacles, we also need to talk about Saudi Arabia. We need to talk about Crown Jewel. And we need to talk about the biggest spectacle that will be happening on November 5th in Saudi Arabia, when Roman Reigns will take on Logan Paul. For the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. It will be a match like no other. It will be a spectacle like no other. Logan Paul is a cultural phenomenon. Got more than 100 million social media followers. According to him and his crew, he is the #1 podcast in the world.
That's verifiable. That's a fact.
He said that's verified. That is a fact. #1 podcast in the world. His appeal to a young audience is unbelievable. In many ways, Logan Paul represents the youth movement in the world today. In many ways, you could say that when it comes to reaching the youth of the world, Logan Paul is on a God-tier level. And when it comes to the WWE, his dedication, his passion for this, I can tell you this, everything that he has done in the short period of time that he's with us, he has earned my respect. And I don't give that easily. He has worked his ass off for this. He's only had a few matches, but I think he's blown people away in that short period of time. And it was enough to earn my respect, to want to see this event take place. Logan is somebody that is always looking for new challenges, for the thing that nobody thinks he can do. It's why he took on Floyd Mayweather. It's the thing that nobody thought was possible, but yet Floyd couldn't put him down. He went the distance. That's something that very few people can say. So when you talk about new challenges, there's no bigger challenge than what's in front of him now, because this is totally different. This is about Roman Reigns. This is about God tier in our business at a whole different level. I can say this with all certainty. There is no one in this industry even close to touching the level that Roman Reigns is on right now. He is performing on a whole different stratosphere than everybody else. He's been champion for more than 2 years, unheard of in this time frame, in this era. He is a multi-generational talent. He is 1 in a million. So I can say this, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel, I cannot wait for this event. Will Roman Reigns continue to do what Roman Reigns does and show the world at a whole different level? Or will Logan Paul get in that one shot? Will Logan Paul do the unthinkable and drop Roman Reigns? Either way, it'll be a spectacle like you've never seen before. With that, I want to give the floor to Roman Reigns.
Let's go, baby, let's go! God mode, God mode, God mode, God mode, God mode.
Las Vegas. Acknowledge me. Everything Triple H said up here is true. Except that. I'm the greatest of all time, kid.
That little kid. You suck.
Now, I'd be lying to you if I told you I knew all about Logan Paul. I've been given the statistics, the facts that I need to know from my wise man here. There's no doubt that this guy's done a hell of a job, but it's very simple. He's had 2 matches. I've been the champ for over 2 years. When he first came to the WWE, I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was a great opportunity for both sides. This man has over 30 million followers, and what he's doing right now is he's bringing them all to his tribal chief. Because before this happened, he was in a good place with the bloodline as well, because we're going to allow him to do what he's been doing. Logan, you could be on any show that I main event for the rest of my career. I appreciate you and the following that you bring. You can be the 3rd match on any card any single day. You understand me? But the fact that he wants to step up to the main event, ladies and gentlemen, let me teach you a little lesson here. You need to crawl before you walk before you run.
Woo!
And once you've figured out how to run, then maybe you'll be able to fly with the tribal chief.
Ooh, get him, dog, get him.
So we're gonna do your little boxing thing, this Logan Paul thing, this spectacle. We're gonna have fun with you for a few weeks, but when we get to Saudi Arabia, we're gonna smash you.
Ooh, ooh.
And then after that, it's on you to figure out how to rebuild this castle, how to put it all back together, because I'm not gonna go easy on you. I'm not gonna treat you like you're in your 3rd match. You are in the deep end now. You're in the water with the biggest shark to ever live in the WWE, and that's Saudi Arabia. I'm going to show you what God mode really looks like.
Oh. Get him, dog. Get him. Get him, big dog.
Logan, would you care to respond?
Yes, sir.
Best fucking press conference I have seen. And I don't watch that many WWE press conferences.
A lot of Samoans. A lot of Samoans. Wow. This is so cool. First and foremost, I do have to give a thank you to the WWE and Triple H for trusting me. I think I've proven myself in this industry, and it's an absolute honor that in my third match, I'm facing Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, one of the best in the WWE and one of the best wrestlers, superstars of all time. So thank you, I appreciate you, and I promise on November 5th in Saudi Arabia, I am going to deliver a performance unlike anything you've ever seen before. This is what I do. This is what me and my brother do. I'm a disruptor. I attack at the top. I welcome any challenge, and I overcome all of them in some way, shape, or form. After I fought Floyd, I said in my post-fight speech, I don't want anyone to tell me that anything is impossible, because you're witnessing me do that right now. Any challenge, anytime someone says I can't do something, I step up to the plate. My brother is fighting Anderson Silva. A week before, I take on Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia. There's no duo doing this. This is simply what we do. My second boxing opponent of all time was Floyd Mayweather, and he could not take me out, and I am not even a boxer. Understand something. I have been wrestling my whole life. This is my sport. This is my industry. It took me a little while to find it as I came of age, as an entertainer, as a performer. I kind of found my home in the WWE. And that's why I called out the GOAT immediately. It's what I do. And Roman Reigns, you might be the tribal chief. You might be the head of the table. And this might be your sport. But Crown Jewel is my match. Just like I said on my podcast, Crown Jewel, November 5th, Saudi Arabia, is my match. Roman Reigns, you are the head of the table. But brother, in every industry I ever do, I am the table. And Roman Reigns will acknowledge me on November 5th.
Get that bullshit out of there, son. Get that bullshit out of there.
So right now we're going to take a couple of questions from the press who's assembled today.
Look at Roman.
For both
Look at Roman.
and Logan.
Roman Lee about to
Please
bust up
introduce
laughing.
yourself and ask the question.
Oh, shit.
USA Today Sports. Logan, can you elaborate on what you just said? How did you and your brother accomplish this, where in the span of 1 year, you've landed Floyd Mayweather Jr., the UFC great Anderson Silva, and now Roman Reigns all in the ring?
It's a great question. I can't say I know. I can't give you a factual answer, but I'd have to attribute it to our hard work and how much noise we make. This is the entertainment business. It's about virality. It's about eyeballs. And look around, y'all. There's a lot of eyeballs, and that's undeniable. My brother and I will always bring people, asses in seats. And I think Roman Reigns, I think the WWE saw that. They want to capitalize, and they know damn well I'm going to show up. And I know this guy's underestimating me. Look at him, he brought 5 guys. That's pathetic. He brought a team of people. I'm here by myself.
He missed a joke
with my
right there.
girlfriend.
He should have been like, he brought 5 guys.
My manager.
And I don't mean burger and fries.
But
Badoosh.
hard work, man. That's the answer. There's no secret.
This
We
is
just work really
so,
hard.
he
We like to
is
make a lot of
so
noise and kick some
bland
ass.
as fuck. He's
next
got to
over
work
here.
on this. I'm sure he's good in his, I'm sure he's better in his own respected world outside of wrestling, but this, we got to work on this.
Do you believe in your heart that Roman Reigns is in for a rude awakening?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm built at the highest level.
Oh, she's
That's
a
where
cutie.
I'm comfortable. That's where I operate, and I have been wrestling my entire life, guys. I placed 5th in the state of Ohio, one of the
Ooh,
hardest
she's
wrestling
a
states.
cutie.
Did you wrestle? No, you play football. You play football. I'm more familiar with this than you are. You just been in the business, doing it professionally.
The only thing that Roman Reigns is going to have to wrestle with in regards to Logan Paul is that Roman Reigns is going to have to wrestle with his conscience in Saudi Arabia for the sheer beating he's going to lay down on Mr. YouTube, Jake Paul's lesser-known little brother, Logan Paul.
There you go, Heyman. There you go. Bring that shit
right
back
down here in
up.
front.
Bring it back up, Heyman. I fucking love you, dog.
With Sporting News. Questions for Roman. Kevin Owens, Brock Lesnar, Triple H. You've wrestled the best. Why give Logan Paul a chance?
Nice question. Thank you, brother. Nice question. Come on, Tribal Chief. What you gotta say to that?
Because I'm a good tribal chief. And as the face of the WWE, the greatest sports entertainment and entertainment company in the whole world, that's my obligation to carry this company. If that's what they need me to do, smash Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia, then that's what I do.
Oh, damn.
Next down here.
Alan Dawson, an insider and business insider, with a question for Triple H.
Business
Paul
insider.
brothers seem like unicorns coming from YouTube and make an impression in boxing, and now WWE. You mentioned earlier about being larger than life and a god-tier level, but specifically, what were the main things about Logan that made you think he'd be a natural fit here in the main event against Roman Reigns?
Okay, good question, Business Insider.
So I agree with you. They're a bit of I think you call them unicorns. Look, when it was first brought to my attention that Logan Paul was a huge WWE fan, that they were massively into the product and that they had an interest in doing something with us, I have to admit, I chuckled to myself and thought, well, if these guys want to come in here, they'll probably be like every other celebrity that comes in here, with the exception of a few. The first time they hit that mat, the first time they feel that physicality and how absolutely real this is, they will quickly change their mind and decide that maybe in the ring is not the place for them.
Triple H got a mic. I can see it.
Was totally different.
Same mic as Jake
Logan
Paul.
was a guy
Or do you mean a
that
WWE
came
mic?
in, talked to us about it, and as soon as we talked to him about doing something, man, he started to put in the work. He was on the grind every day in the gym. I was getting videos. I was getting updates of what he was putting himself through to do this, and I was impressed. Still skeptical, but impressed. When I saw him in the ring for the first time, he blew my mind. I saw him do it again after that. Blew my mind. This is a guy that, as I said earlier, earned my respect. In this business, I do not give my respect very easily. He has earned that, and it's why he is here. He has worked his ass off to do this. Is he biting off more than he can chew here with Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
We'll find out. We'll find out in Saudi Arabia.
There you go, Dana White. There you go, Dana.
Down here.
Dana Hunter.
Mike Hoppinger, ESPN. Logan, you really...
Hang on a second. It seems like none of...
I think I just heard somebody say, fuck ESPN.
Yell, scream.
How does that give you confidence that you can hang with Roman Reigns, the face of wrestling?
Man, I'm always confident. That's my game. I'm always confident.
I see
the
what you...
delusional optimist.
Ted, I did not know
guess what?
Logan Paul had a WWE mic.
People who buy this fight are going to see one of two things. One, you're going to see history be made, and you're going to see me beat Roman Reigns, currently the greatest wrestler in the WWE.
Dream on,
Or
son.
two, you're going to see me get my ass kicked. But I don't care. I don't care. I'll never back down from a challenge.
You
And
don't
either
care,
way,
'cause you're getting paid.
This will be a performance you have never seen before. Trust me, Roman Reigns, I see you not paying attention. Keep that energy up and see what happens. Keep underestimating me, keep playing me off, and you will pay for it, I promise you.
Yo, his promos need work, man. I ain't trying to shit on y'all boy Logan Paul, but I ain't feeling these promos, man.
The tribal chief wants to thank everybody for coming out here today. We're going to kind of call an impromptu close to this press conference.
Without getting
Because
physical?
it's about time that people understand the difference between someone that has dedicated his entire life to the greatness that stands before you Friday nights on SmackDown and a stunt fighter. Someone who built his reputation on YouTube, calling out people way past their prime and just trying to hold on till the end of the fight. I don't need you to validate what I'm saying. In other words, STFU, please, okay? And the same goes for you. It's time that you take your supermodel girlfriend and your TikTok account and your Instagram account and your Twitter account and YouTube your ass on out of
Press
Vegas.
conference? Hey, Roman, why's your mouthpiece talking for you? You said 4 words and you're standing behind him. Why don't you stand up and say something? What are you doing, Paul? Sit your ass down. I see
Greatness
6 of
standing
you.
before you. Greatness standing before you. The GOAT, the greatest of all time. And I'm here right now to save your ass.
Ooh.
Leave while you can.
Ooh.
Because the beating that Roman Reigns put on you won't be the easy time that Floyd Mayweather gave you.
Ooh.
He's not my boy, he's my tribal chief. He's my tribal chief.
Hey,
He
Roman.
doesn't get...
Oh, Dana White, get in there, Dana White, get in there. Damn, they calling audibles like a motherfucker. These AKG headphones I'm hearing, man, I am hearing the most sensitive shit. I'm hearing the director, cut here, I need Sammy to move. Let's come back, let's kind of get a close-up. I'm hearing all kinds of shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Saturday, November 5th, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, WWE Crown Jewel, where Roman Reigns will defend the WWE Universal Undisputed Championship against Logan Paul.
If my brother was here, 1 punch, each of y'all. He got 2 hands.
If my brother was here, 1 punch. He'd take care of all you all.
Hey, he ain't that big. This problem ain't that big.
Now, y'all, I missed something critical here. Is both belts on the line or just one? I'm assuming both belts are on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we settle everything down, there will be opportunities for the press for some one-on-one interviews here in just a few moments. Again, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it, and we'll see you November 5th, Crown Jewel, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, streaming live exclusively on Peacock.
Thank you all. November 5th, Crown Jewel. You do not want to miss it. I'm going to smash this guy. Let's go.
That was fun. That was actually fun. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take that off. All right, that was actually fun. I gotta say, very seldom have I checked out a WWE press conference here and there. To date, that was one of the best, strongest press conferences. And honestly, I would like to believe, and we could talk for a couple of minutes. We don't need to be long-winded about this, but you all that pretty much was watching this right along with me from the start to now, sound off on this. I want to know what you guys thought about this press conference. But for me, considering everything that had happened with the AEW All-Out Media Scrum, I would just like to believe that Triple H and crew eventually found out what all went down, okay? And if anything, they just kind of said to themselves, okay, so this is how we avoid situations like what went down here. But at the same time, you also remember that WWE has been having this long withstanding relationship with the UFC and Dana White and all that. And to basically see Triple H be heavily influenced by some of these outside elements and bring them into the WWE, I think it's perfect. It smoothly goes hand in hand with one another, to the point you keep doing press conferences like what you did today, and you definitely create a nice buzz amongst the social media community. I personally feel. You guys sound off. Let me know if you agree or disagree, but that definitely was entertaining. But much like what went down with SmackDown, for those of us that saw SmackDown and we're seeing Logan Paul, he really needed that supporting cast to really understand something, Logan Paul fans. I don't have a problem with Logan Paul in the ring. In the ring, and I think anybody would be in agreement. In the ring, dude can't fucking go. But as far as the wrestling in ring persona goes, I'll be honest with you guys. I still feel that the way Logan Paul should be going is actually a heel. This babyface run just feels so goddamn forced, and this guy feels just in my bones. He feels like, no, he's better off as a natural heel. And, it's interesting that WWE, we want to go this route right now. And, I mean, I'll take it for what it's worth. Don't get me wrong. I'll take it for what it's worth. But I would hope that sooner rather than later they will go the heel route. Now, let's follow up on what we just talked about less than 24 hours ago when we were covering SmackDown and Rampage Fallout. Remember what I said to you guys, which was there's no way, no how they were going to make this announcement that Logan Paul would be facing Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules. Not in front of that Philadelphia crowd. There was no way. They wanted to see this babyface pet project known as Logan Paul get booed out of the arena. That was not gonna happen. So it's a smart move for them to do it at Crown Jewel. Now look, the Saudi Arabia fans, they pretty much are on their shit. That Saudi prince, he knows what's up, he knows what he likes. I would like to believe that Saudi prince, you've got Logan Paul. Yes, give me Logan Paul. I've got to have Logan Paul. Yes, gimme. Yes. I would like to believe, that's ultimately what the Saudi prince said, and WWE's like, okay, he wants Logan Paul. Well, let's go ahead and let's give it to him. And this is why we're getting it. I feel that Logan Paul will be fine at Crown Jewel. Reactions, everything, the guy is gonna be fine out there. Logan Paul, Ted's asking, Logan Paul, has he signed a lengthy deal? That's a good question, Ted. Of all the questions to ask at the press conference, and look, not for nothing, but maybe a member of the press media that's going to be doing these one-on-one interviews with some of the talents, maybe somebody there will be asking that question, because we still don't know to what extent Logan Paul in this WWE contract. We don't know how long the length of the contract is. I don't believe, if I were to take a guess, I don't believe it's a multi-year deal. And by multi-year deal, I don't think it's a 10-year deal or anything like that. I honestly would not be surprised to hear if maybe it's somewhere between a 3 to a 5-year deal. But to the point that Chris had made in the chat earlier, you know, about, wow, this guy just does like 2 matches and he gets a shot at the WWE Championship. It's a very valid point, especially when you're following the storyline. Again, you could definitely say it devalues the Money in the Bank briefcase. It kind of devalues your Royal Rumble match and all that. But this is how I would kind of counter that point. I would counter it with this point, which is, look, we've seen the track record with WWE, and when it comes to these Saudi Arabia shows, they do everything humanly possible to make these Saudi shows feel like a WrestleMania extravaganza of its own for that respected country. And what they're doing leading up to Saturday, November 5th is definitely no different. It's definitely no different. If there was ever a time, here's what makes this an interesting situation, and they're going to have to make up for this. They're going to have to make up for this. Here's what's interesting. Everybody, you guys tell me otherwise, but everybody is almost in unison. Logan Paul's getting his ass kicked. Saudi, he ain't winning nothing. Which is why I asked you guys earlier, is both championships on the line or is one championship on the line? Because go back to SmackDown, when Logan Paul was referencing facing Roman Reigns for the championship, he didn't say the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. He said Universal Championship. So that's why I asked you guys a couple of minutes ago, wait a minute, is both titles on the line here, or is it just one channel that's on the line? Because if one title is on the line, once we clearly definitively know if both titles are on the line or if one title is on the line, I'm just saying, everybody's already in unison. Logan Paul's getting his ass kicked. But if one championship turns out to be on the line, you could do something. You could do something. You could have Logan Paul put up a valiant effort against Roman Reigns but come up short. But you could also have Austin Theory successfully be able to cash in, and Theory becomes the Universal Champion. So, you know, contrary to some of the reports that's out there right now, you know that internally, at least word on the beat there within WWE, is that they're trying to figure out ways to have Roman Reigns continue to hold on to both championships, because they like the idea strongly of him holding on to those championships going into next year's WrestleMania. Although they're also entertaining the idea of, well, what if we were to somehow have him lose a championship without him being pinned or submitted? So there's a whole lot of variables that they're entertaining. And with this new regime of Triple H and crew in place, you can't just assume that, nah, you know, Roman's good, he should be a lock with both titles going into Mania. You got to assume that anything can and will happen. But I see what some of you guys are saying in the chat. Chris is saying, if one title, yes, then Logan may win. Chris saying he didn't hear that. What else are we seeing in here? Shout out to Adu. So what do you think will happen when Logan Paul indeed wins? It's still not a given. Despite everything that I just said. See, the argument that I'm making right now, if in fact it's one championship that's on the line, Logan Paul could get it. Because the rep that these Saudi shows had up until now was, nothing interesting is going to happen. There's not going to be a major championship switch over. I don't need to watch it. I can just catch the highlights on the next Raw or SmackDown. I know nothing monumental is going to happen. And within the past 2, maybe 3 years now, I'll say 2 years, actually 2 years, WWE has done their best to change that narrative. So if there was any match where, okay, you know what, I'm actually going to put an asterisk by, you could definitely put an asterisk by Logan Paul, Roman Reigns. You could. But that's why I want you guys to just peep that out from here on out. Welcome to AJ, who just subscribed. But I want you guys to home in on that the next little bit. For the rest of this weekend, going into Raw, SmackDown, home in on the way this match is going to be promoted. Is it one championship or is both championships on the line? Everything that we just covered so far, that'll give you more context and clarity about what you could possibly expect that's going to go down at Crown Jewel. Shout out to Kiki. Hello, Kiki. I get that they want the Raw title to be vacant, but not with him losing to Logan. This could go in so many directions. It's not even funny. You know what's the one variable that nobody seems to be talking about, because everybody's just, and this isn't a diss, but everybody's going, Logan Paul, what the hell? Logan Paul just out of nowhere. Like, okay, so who the hell is Roman Reigns supposed to be facing right now? As much as some of us would like to maybe see, if you're a hardcore fan, hey, Karrion Kross. Well, Karrion Kross just came back and he is still going through the rebuilding process right now, and he has his hands preoccupied with Drew McIntyre, so that pretty much takes care of him. Braun Strowman just came back, can't quite build him up just yet, although he was a champion. But you could have easily, right? But for the sake of the argument, you're rebuilding him, so that pretty much takes care of him. So you really aren't left with that many options, sadly, right? To the point, let's not forget, folks, we still got an Extreme Rules pay-per-view that's going to be coming up in less than 3 weeks. And the way the card is looking for that right now, last I checked, unless something had changed, Roman Reigns does not have an opponent for Extreme Rules. So is he getting that weekend off, or is maybe he going to be involved in some type of a 6-man tag match? Because the only match we know that's officially going to be going down at Extreme Rules right now is Liv Morgan taking on Ronda Rousey, Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So WWE still has no idea, and they're less than 3 weeks away, what the hell they're going to be doing at Extreme Rules. Way to leapfrog Extreme Rules, by the way. I got to say, way to leapfrog over that. All right, let's get to some more of your comments then. What's this about a ladder match? They should have made it a ladder match. Huh. I kind of like the idea of that. Bees feels that Logan Paul is going to get squashed at Crown Jewel. All right. I'm getting more and more caught up in real time here. Shout out to Yves. Logan beating Miz was already too much. Miz should have never agreed to the job, but he deserves something for jobbing to Logan. A world title sounds about right. I like the Miz. I do. Miz has his moments. He does. Miz does. He really does. I sincerely mean that. I mean, you get him with the right opponent, you catch him in just that right moment, and he is just on fire with the promos and everything. I wish that they would go more in on Miz, and it's interesting to date that when you look back on the career of The Miz, the fact that as far as world champion goes, to this point, he hasn't been at least a 5-time world heavyweight champion. You just go, wow, how is that even humanly possible? I'm enjoying the hell out of the stuff that's going on between him and Dexter Lumis right now. I think that is quite entertaining. Trying to find out what exactly Dexter did to poor Miz to make him feel so traumatized. No, I think that went down. I think that went down the way it was supposed to go down. Honestly, I think it went down the way it was supposed to go down. AJ, it or if? How you kicking that off, AJ? Let's read this. It's something new. You missed your S. It's something new. First time ever, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul for the undisputed Universal Championship. Exactly. That sells. Look, from a marketing strategy, to AJ's point, it is freaking brilliant. Because say what you will about Logan Paul, no matter how you may feel about Logan Paul, what this guy has been able to do, he truly is, let's give the devil his due, he truly is a social media influencer. Brands are lining up to make their hardest sales pitch to him, why they would be a good fit in working with him, how they'd be able to benefit off of each other and all that. And then you've got his whole, sports career outside of WWE, outside of pro wrestling, and just what that guy brings to the table. I mean, we're talking about ultimately new fans that can, Logan Paul's doing what? Oh, okay, let me check this out. Oh, wow, who's that girl? Oh, Bianca Belair, huh? Oh, okay, yeah, she seems kind of cool. Oh, who's this? Oh, Bailey. Oh, okay, kind of. Oh, Street Profits. Oh, Lashley, right? I mean, he is bringing such a significant base. And talk about, honestly, not since maybe, is it safe to say, y'all, not since maybe Brock Lesnar came back to the WWE and his massive following and all that? Could you maybe say not since Brock have we seen it on levels that it is with Logan Paul doing what he's doing? Or if you maybe want to almost go for a tie and give an honorable mention for Bad Bunny, but I got Logan Paul, it ain't even by a mile. I got him crushing even Bad Bunny. So, but to AJ's point, yes, totally in agreement with you, my friend. Totally in agreement with you. Let's see. Yeah, Chris. Yeah. He's feuding with Karrion Kross. Yeah, he's feuding with Drew McIntyre, which is a good feud. I like what's going on with that. Rollins, that's an interesting one because we've seen a couple of teases here and there with Roman Reigns there. And, you thought that maybe something was ultimately going to materialize, and now we kind of have this detour that's going on where Rollins is mixed up there with Riddle. And I like where that's going. I would be shocked if by the time we get to this Monday's Raw, we didn't hear an announcement of Seth Rollins taking on Riddle for Extreme Rules. I mean, that's just a no-brainer. That match is going to be announced any moment. I'm hoping this week rather than next week, right? But Rollins is interesting. Like, they've locked up before, but it's been kind of rare that the two meet and everything. You can definitely circle back to that, but for whatever respected reason, WWE's kind of backed away from that. But yes, to your point, that is there. As far as, okay, well, who else should you have had Roman Reigns face? I'll tell you what, there you go. We're less than 3 weeks away and nothing has materialized yet at Extreme Rules. There you go. How about Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns? You could easily do that. And if you maybe want to somehow put Matt Riddle in there, kind of costing Seth Rollins the championship opportunity, you guys okay with that? Or would you rather see Seth Rollins take on Riddle at Extreme Rules? Something to marinate on. Let's see. I see somebody being cute with an AEW reference. Look, we cover everything here on this channel. AEW, Impact, Wild Women of Wrestling. So, we like them all over here, my friends. So let's see what else we got here. Kiki likes the idea of Seth Rollins. Give me a second here. My God, dude. Give me a second here. There we go. I like reading comments, but there's one person that is just they're spamming out on WWE. I think they're trying to do their own little version of acknowledge me. So let's take care of that. Yeah, have we ever seen a bad promo match storyline with The Miz? I wish he was more selfish and asked for more. He deserves it. When the money is good and you're able to get everything that you're able to get and you got the nice side project deals that's going on, why rock the boat? Seriously, why rock the boat? Some people just status quo or whatever, you know? And look, not for nothing, but maybe he has actually said something behind the scenes. Maybe the stuff that we don't hear that's going on behind the scenes, maybe Miz is actually one of those type of people. Okay, I'm working with who? Oh, and we're going to do what? Okay, yeah, I like that idea, but I tell you what, instead, why don't we do it like this? I'm picturing this. Oh, it'd be badass if I was just humiliated in this fashion and we did this and yeah, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? Yeah, we should do that. We should do that. You know, we don't know to the extent of, you know, what Miz is actually doing when he's working with some of the people that he's working with. And I'm with Gabriel. Roman versus Brock. Again, for the 100th time, I'm with Gabriel on that one. Look, anything that can give us a break. I know how some of you guys feel about, oh man, Logan Paul and Roman Reigns. What the fuck? Hey, if it means we ain't got to deal with Brock and Rollins, I'm fine for it. And I love Brock. I'm a fucking mark for Brock. I follow Brock Lesnar's career since he first came up in WWE. Right? Love that guy. Followed his brief NFL stuff with the Minnesota Vikings. Then when he did the whole MMA, New Japan, ultimately, I was there every single watching his career. But even I'm going, come on, man. Right? Only thing missing is seeing an advanced photograph of them as senior citizens in their 90s, right? For the 1000th time, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, right? Fighting over the right to see who's going to be able to take their medication first. Yeah, no thanks. Let's see. Michelle, imagine if WWE allowed the WWE Universe to vote whether or not to have Roman versus Logan. I will imagine that. And I will tell you straight up, in that poll, Logan would actually win. So, see, you got to be careful when you do that poll now. You got to be careful because, again, we just talked about Logan Paul's social media following. And there's just no way, no how you can do that poll in such a way where you're not... Right? You would have to add like an additional layer of a question or something of that nature. Are you a Logan Paul fan? Yes or no? And then if that person is a Logan Paul fan, then somehow they need to be, thanks for answering our questions. Like, so you somehow need to flush them out from taking that poll. You know, that'd be, Logan Paul, he would win that poll. I think even with the filters that you'd be able to put in there. NBA 24. Look, let's be real. No one ain't... I'm trying to read this. This sounds kind of... I might have to clean it up, but let's see. NBA 24. Let's be real. No one ain't been able to beat Roman Reigns. Not even Brock. So you really think Logan can beat him? No way in hell, not a chance. Say what you want, but I'm right. No. Let's make sure we definitively... It's one thing if I'm giving predictions. You know, everybody does that, right? Hey, this match card, let's go over it. Let's offer match predictions, right? Yeah, it's one thing if... I'm simply telling you guys what to look out for. So again, to recap, look at the way this match is being marketed. Is it being marketed in a way where both championships are on the line coming up at Crown Jewel, or is it one championship that's on the line? And I also said, hey, if it's just one championship that's on the line, something could go down. Something could go down. Hell, Saudi Prince might be fine with just the fact, hey, I got Logan Paul. Yeah, I got Logan Paul. Logan Paul. Yes. Bala. I got Logan Paul. He might be happy from that standpoint. And, you know, that's it, right? It fucking sells. And my God, the business is going to be booming over there for Crown Jewel. It is going to be booming over there. Seriously. Okay? But WWE is in an interesting position where they've got options. If the plan is to have Roman go to WrestleMania still with both championships, okay, then Crown Jewel is going to be a breeze. But you've also got that Austin Theory element that, okay, can we somehow do this and maybe Theory does a little something? Or my whole thing is WWE has options, and also the fact that they've made a better effort within recent years to have major titles switch over, you know, story developments of that nature going down at Saudi Arabia. It's now felt like I can't miss this because something important might actually happen. I want to make sure I'm part of that moment. That's how they've been doing these Saudi shows as of late. So that's what I'm saying for the record. Let's see. What else we got here? Yeah, Logan Paul did kind of act like a little kid there. I can't wait to see the return of Bad Bunny, by the way. Can't wait to see the return of Bad Bunny. I sincerely miss Bad Bunny. Hybrid, what's up, Hybrid? They should do Theory versus Kevin Owens versus Johnny Gargano in a TLC match at Extreme Rules, and Seth Rollins versus Riddle in a fight pit. Shout out to, what is that, Grim Fury? Looked like Grim Fury had just subscribed. Welcome, my friend. I like that idea. Theory versus Kevin versus Johnny in a I'll see you and raise you. I'll see you and raise you on that one. Maybe actually the way that should go down, maybe it actually should be Kevin Owens and Johnny Gargano in a tag match against Austin Theory. And man, who do you insert? I'm trying to think. Has there been a fourth man at all involved with Kevin Owens and Johnny Gargano? And for some reason, I'm not quite picturing. I don't think it should be a triple threat. I think it should be a tag match, actually. But I'm trying to picture who's that fourth guy. No. What do you think about Lashley? Do you maybe? Or does, for all intents and purposes, does it seem like Lashley is going to have his hands full with Rollins potentially at Extreme Rules? I'll let you guys marinate on that one. All right, let's see what else we got here. I love Omos. I see you guys talking about Omos. I fucking love Omos. Omos is the shit. I want better for Omos. And for those of you that's like, oh, there's buffering that's going on. If you guys are experiencing some type of buffering, my stream quality is actually in green. I'm not seeing any lag whatsoever. So you may want to lower your frame rate and how you're watching the stream. Maybe your internet connection can't handle 1080p. You might want to try lowering it to 720. Is 480 even an option in 2022? Because that's like, woo. That's pixelated, man. That is pixelated. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Logan Paul and Jake Paul versus the Usos. That will happen. That will happen. And I think definitely Jake Paul will make an appearance. I do. Look, we heard what Logan Paul had said there in the little press conference. If my brother were here, well, I think sooner than later, the Paul brothers are definitely going to be reuniting, because when you've got the fucking bloodline running that deep, okay, yeah, you definitely got to have some type of fucking backup. So I think in the coming weeks leading up to Crown Jewel, Jake Paul is definitely going to have some backup. That's going to be a nice little payday for anybody connected to Jake Paul. I definitely see Jake Paul entourage going down at Crown Jewel. Fucking for sure. Fucking for sure. There's no way, no how that Logan Paul is gonna I'm just gonna go into this match by myself, man, and I'm gonna fucking do this yeah, without some type of backup. Yeah, you could forget about that. It's definitely gonna go down. Now, I'll tell you what would be an ultimate dream match of mine. You know, a lot of you guys haven't shout out to what is that? The NCB41 who just subscribed. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Something that you guys haven't mentioned yet. You guys have not mentioned, and of course this is down the pipeline, but one of my, okay, let's see what this guy can do. I am eagerly anticipating and looking forward to seeing Matt Riddle versus Logan Paul. I think that would be on fucking fire. I think that would be a dark horse sleeper hit match of the night. I personally would not mind seeing that match maybe go down at WrestleMania or something. I definitely would like to see them at a future date as a tag team, you know. But I definitely think there's some serious money right there on the table. You do that right. Let's see. What Logan Paul has achieved to be made idle. I mean, what are his achievements? Well, you know, they say typically if you're WWE, what you've done in the sports world outside of professional wrestling, that doesn't mean shit. But on the contrary, you know, that really being the case, then WWE wouldn't have ultimately signed guys like Mark Henry, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar. You know, should we go on and on, you know, with the list and everything? Say what you will, feel how you will about the fact that Logan Paul is being put in this unique position. But when it's all said and done, there's no denying it that the man has, when he wrestles, he's batting a perfect average right now. Say what you will, but he's batting a perfect average when he's wrestling. He has taken the majority of the wrestling community by storm. I can remember being on this show for a couple of those post shows and going, wow, this kid, I wasn't expecting. I mean, I gave him very high marks for his in-ring performances. Okay? So for me, you know, if you were to put me on the spot right now and have me give a bold prediction, look, I don't think we've got anything to worry about. I don't think, in my heart of hearts, Logan Paul's winning a championship or championships at Crown Jewel. This is straight up good marketing at its finest. And anybody that is an entrepreneur, has their own respected business, and you're thinking about branding, networking, marketing, what strategies you can use to try and, you know, put more of a spotlight on your business, and you're in an opportunity where you can tap into celebrities, professional athletes, musicians, things of that nature. You're going to tap into it, and you're going to exploit it. And that's exactly what WWE is doing right now. I think as long as some of you guys, especially you younger folks out there, you know, once you know the rules to how the game is being played, then you just kick back and go, okay, I see how they doing it. All right, okay, cool. All right, let's see how this plays out. It's cool, right? So you got to just look at it from that standpoint, my friend. Let's see. Let's keep rocking and rolling. See what else you guys are saying here. Good interactions from you guys. If you haven't smashed the like, make sure you're smashing the hell out of that. Let's see. What else we got here? Chris liking the idea of Riddle and Logan Paul going at it at some point. Shout out to Mary via Facebook. She likes the idea of Riddle going over on Logan Paul. I definitely like that as well. I mean, they're all good. Shout out to Lewis. Lewis said he liked the conference. Yes. What was, Lewis, if you're still around, what was the most favorite thing you had liked about the conference? Do I think Logan is the best? I'm reading the question. So it reads, so do you think Logan is the best? I don't think so. He should fight Braun or Omos or Drew, then hell, really lose. My God. The best as far as what? I mean, you ask that question, I gotta ask the question, best as far as what? As far as best option for creating great marketing buzz, putting eyeballs on the product? I mean, you gotta clarify that question for me. From what I've seen of his in-ring stuff so far, very promising. Definitely very promising. And if he is truly dedicated to sticking to professional wrestling, he definitely can be a impact player for many years to come if he continues to stay at it, for sure. And Logan Paul, I mean, this guy is 27 years old and haven't even reached his peak yet as far as in-ring career-wise. If this is where he is right now, in-ring wise, and the personality stuff and all that, that's going to come within time. That's definitely going to come in time. But the in-ring stuff, just seeing where he is right now at age 27, just imagine where this guy is going to be when you fast forward 4 to 5 years from now. Think about that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Sheamus. Good. What about Sheamus? He's at Clash of the Castle with Gunther. It was an awesome fight. That was a great fight. That was definitely badass. Chris, you're late. Talking about where is this on? The press conference you're talking about? We just did it. So for those of you that's tuning in live, if you go on our Facebook channel, you can actually just, even when we're live right now, you can literally rewind it back and you can watch along with me, see my reactions and all that to the press conference, for those of you that had missed it there. Let's see. They should do the Taboo pay-per-view again, where they let the fans vote for the match types, etc. I like that idea, but then, you also gotta prepare yourselves now, because putting yourself in a position where you're letting the fans in this day and age, especially when you think about American politics and fake news and all that, like, are the fans, do they really have the power? Do they really have the power? Right? oh, don't even get me started on that one. Don't even get me started on that one. Let's see. Should we expect interference from the bloodline? If yes, it won't be fair. I'm hoping, honestly, that the way it goes down, to the point I made earlier, Logan Paul is going to have some backup from his brother and crew. So, let's see. I would want an interference so they can build Logan Paul as this great wrestler, but not just thrown in the main event. Okay. Shout out to Isicus. I'm just gonna call you Mr. I. What's up, man? Heard of you from Soup over the years. Appreciate you, man. Much love. Much love. Let's see. Gunther versus Sheamus. Ring Generals calling for Gunther versus Sheamus at Extreme Rules for the Intercontinental Championship. Dude, I'd be down. Fucking run it back. I'd be fucking down, definitely. All right, let's see what else we got here. Is Survivor Series after Crown Jewel? Well, I'll tell you what, let's look right now. Yes. No. Survivor Series is after Extreme Rules. And I am seeing that Survivor Series, wow, that is a short turnaround. So Crown Jewel is on November 5th, Saturday, November 5th. Meanwhile, Survivor Series is going to be going down on November 26th, which is a Saturday. So, wow. So that leaves them, let me look at that calendar again. What is that, guys? Like less than 3 weeks after Crown Jewel? Let me go back. 1, 2, yeah, that's literally 3 weeks. Literally 3 weeks. So WWE is doing 2 pay-per-views in November, and they're both going to be on Saturdays. So, whew, it's going to be interesting to see how they map this all out in the next little bit. Hey, Sami Zayn don't need no belt. I mean, he is just entertainment gold right now. He is. Shout out to Joe Mike subscribing. Welcome, my friend. Appreciate you. He don't need no gold right now. He's fine just the way he is, man. I mean, seriously, he is the unsung MVP. He is doing some of his best work yet this calendar year. Sincerely, he is doing some of his best work yet. I enjoyed seeing him come out with Sikoa on Friday SmackDown, and he's doing his little rap dancing and all that. I fucking howled in tears, man. Good shit. Logan needs someone who can carry him. I would have preferred to see him versus Sami. Has Roman ever carried a wrestler? Otherwise, I want to see Logan get squashed. Logan and Sami, here's the greatest problem you have with that. You go to Logan, Sami Zayn route. You want to feel like, well, this is a no-brainer. We know who's going to win right here, right? So that's one that would have to be heavily influenced from an entertainment standpoint leading up to that match to make up for you. You feel where I'm coming from? So that's a very delicate. I'm having a hard time seeing that one. Like in a perfect world, I'm having a hard time seeing that one. Now, if you were to maybe have Sami Zayn do some Jim Cornette, Bobby the Brain Heenan type of shit, assaulting from behind, talking mad trash, running from an ass whooping, and weeks upon weeks of dodging that ass whooping, if he finally gets what's coming to him, okay, I could maybe, right? But then even at that, you feel where I'm coming from? So we're live right now, and apparently there is some rumblings that's going on. Let me see first from any reputable sites if that is. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. I'm looking. I'm trying to confirm a rumor, and I'm not seeing that. Because when I see stuff like that, the very first thing that I do is look at the reputable people, and if they aren't even reporting it, then I kind of look at that and just say, yeah, you know what? Fake news, fake news. Let me check one other thing real quick. It's wrestling related, by the way, what I'm looking at here. Hang on. Let me see if I can confirm. Nope. Let me see here. Nope. Bear with me. Give me like 10 more seconds, and I can tell you guys. Yeah, I think that report is fake news. I'm not sure how that got started, but I'm not seeing anything. So let me keep moving along here. See what else you guys are saying here in the chat. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you don't miss out on future content that comes your way, man. Let's see. The best as far as what? Yeah. It's like, what are we talking about? The best as far as what? Yeah. Logan was talking smack too much, and Roman was getting tired. Yeah, it was nice the way they had it set up. It was the press conference overall. It was nice the way they had it set up. Roman going in there, totally a different demeanor than what Roman had when he was on Logan Paul's podcast. You know, now that we're pretty much officially talking business and all that. Ronda will defeat Liv Morgan, become new SmackDown Women's Champion at Extreme Rules. Good God Almighty, I really hope you're right. A lot of us are definitely tired of seeing that. As far as Liv Morgan, yeah, just that experiment, man. It's, whoo, that's all I gotta say. That experiment, we just need to be done with that already, because it has just, it's truly, the experiment is over. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone, babe. Yeah. Ooh. Motocross guy, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul for the championship. That's going to be something to watch on November 5th. Yeah, it is going to be something to watch. It truly is. I'm sincerely, regardless of what might go down as far as predictability goes and all that, that match I'm looking forward to. Because for Paul Levesque, Triple H, and everybody else, ultimately Roman Reigns, for everybody involved to be saying, okay, let's do this, main event, Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, let's go. You just gotta, okay, that is some goddamn confidence that they have in this man. And for Triple H to say what he had said during the press conference and how much respect he has for Logan Paul, you know, the way that, you know, he was won over by Logan Paul. Okay, let's give you this one. Okay, let's see how you, goddamn, all right. Oh, well, you definitely need another opportunity. Goddamn, you, okay. All right, I see you, right? So I don't believe he was just saying what he was saying in the press conference. Just to be, I legit feel there is that respect level that is there. I truly feel he was speaking from the heart. And look, us as veteran wrestling fans of the sport, we've seen with our own two eyes motherfuckers that over the years, we've seen motherfuckers who, that was a wet fart. We've seen it. Celebrities that come over and, you know, we've come a long way. Let's be honest. We've come a long way from Jay Leno. Have we not? David Arquette has won me over the years, because now that I'm really understanding, I legit, I was doing what I was doing back in the day because I was a legit wrestling fan, and you know, and it's unfortunate the backlash that he had took, you know, all things considered and all that. But you know, you just look at some brown stains on the sport of wrestling over the years from celebrities that came in there and just laid one big old wet fart. That's all I gotta say. If WWE has set a match after Extreme Rules, then there is no way Roman will lose the championship at Extreme Rules if a match indeed for Roman's title is set. Big spoiler. Yeah, you know, I just kind of feel as though you gotta do something with Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules. You just got to, like, I'm with you as far as, okay, do you really want to have the championship be on the line at Extreme Rules while doing this thing that you just did with the press conference and all that, and at the same time trying to make it be believable that Roman could lose the title at Extreme Rules, right? I hear you on that, which is more the reason why, if you're going to do something with Roman at Extreme Rules, rather than give him the night off, and I really hope they don't give him the night off, I really hope they have him involved at Extreme Rules. Because when I think of Philly, and I mean, that's just massive fucking pop, massive reaction, boos, all that for Roman Reigns I'm seeing. I would think, okay, well, maybe a tag match. Maybe you do something with him and the Bloodline, and you know they're involved in some type of a tag match. You know, look, it's less than 3 weeks away. we only got one match right now, but that 3 weeks is going to go by real quick. WWE, look, they're still scrambling, trying to figure out what matches they're going to fucking have go. But that if they want to try to involve Roman Reigns, I think for all intents and purposes, the tag match option would definitely be the way to go. It would definitely be the way to go. Now, I got a simple one for you guys. Honestly, got a simple one for you guys. What you could do is you could have for your main event Drew McIntyre. Give me a second here. You could have Roman Reigns and Karrion Kross team up to take on the team of Drew McIntyre. I'm trying to picture who else is there. Throw a name at me. Throw a name at me. You could either make this be a 2-on-2 tag match, or you make it a 6-man match. Or hell, you could even do a fucking 8-man joint. Because I mean, you could do Roman. Well, I tell you what, you could do Roman and the Usos, right? So you just do the bloodline. You could do Drew McIntyre, and maybe you could do New Day. Or if you didn't want to do New Day, you wanted to put somebody else in there, you could maybe do Private Party. That's an option. You could definitely do Private Party. I'm seeing a lot of love for Sheamus. But see, I like the idea more of Sheamus and Gunther running it back at Extreme Rules. But if you want to do Drew and Sheamus, I could definitely see that too. Under the right circumstances, I could definitely see Drew and Sheamus. But to my point, you could definitely do some type of a tag match. Bloodline and the Imperial. Kiki, you know what? That's the winner. They've been trying to do their very best to build up Imperial, and you know what? That would be damn good. Imperial versus the Bloodline. So you got Walter, you've got Vinci, Kaiser, right? Jimmy J. Uso, Roman. Oh, that would be a very, very nice Extreme Rules. Yeah, I'm down with that. Bloodline versus Judgment Day. You know what that reminds me of? Oh man, I want a nice, fine, juicy cheeseburger from Guy Fieri's restaurant. And, you know, Wish.com gives you some crappy ass. Right? Like what you really want versus what you actually end up getting. You feel me? Like, I don't know about Bloodline and Judgment Day. I don't know about that. But I like Imperium. Imperial. We both didn't catch that. Don't feel bad, Kiki. We both didn't catch that. Yeah, no Judgment Day though. No Judgment Day. We don't need to mix them in that. No, that's we're good on that. We're good on that one. Oh God. That's all right. So how long we been going now? Let's see how long we've been going here. All right, so we've gone about an hour, 40 minutes, but I mean, we spent what? We did like about 40 minutes for the press conference, and we pretty much just all kicked back, reacted, and all that. So I say, let's go ahead, let's call it nice fun. You know, we did good. Now, look, as you guys are making your way out, if you haven't done so already, if you appreciated what I did, you had nice, good, fun time, do hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content that comes your way, as I'm on multiple times each week. Definitely after Raw goes off. We do a Tuesday night show after NXT goes off. We do a Wednesday show after Dynamite goes off the air. We're always doing our thing after the pay-per-views as well. And depending on the level of breaking news, we sometimes will come on and you know, share that news, react to it, things of that nature. Usually on the Wednesdays, we do watch-alongs for AEW Dynamite now. So, and on top of doing a post-show afterwards. So, got a little bit of something for everybody there, right? Be Kind, rewind, check out previous episodes of the RCWR show you may have missed on demand and on the downloads, wherever you get your podcasts. You like reading editorial pieces, and you're a fan of you know, some various things. Make sure you check out some of my work over on 41mania.com. I mainly recap and review AEW Rampage, but I also do some stuff non-wrestling related. If I happen to cover con events, things of that nature, you know, I'm doing stuff like that as well. But definitely hit the like button. It really helps more people to be able to discover this with ease. So definitely do that. And thanks. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing it for you guys. Definitely will do another one if it permits. It just really depends. Get at me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Use the keywords the RCWR Show. And until next go around, I'm wishing for all you all to be safe and most importantly be kind to one another. And I will see you all next go around. Adios, y'all, and take care.